Hey guys, it's Shalompopculture. Hopefully, having a lovely evening, afternoon, or morning wherever you are. And as you can see by the title, you know what I'm going to be talking about: the Forgotten Three, the Lost Sheep, the Last to be picked, the just the back of the classroom, the just Ali, Lauren, and Dinah. So I'm gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna slow down or anything, so you better keep up. So I'm gonna start with Dinah because I feel like out of the three, out of her, Ali, and Lauren, I feel like she did not the worst music, but like it wasn't anything revolutionary and it was very generic. So I'm gonna get right into her. So if you don't know anything about the three women I'm talking about, I'm just gonna give a quick backstory. 'Cause I don't want to go too in depth, but I'll give a bit quick backstory. Basically, Lauren, Dina Jane, Ali, Normani, and Camila were put into a group when they were on X Factor America in 2012, I think it was. And they didn't really want that to happen because they all individually auditioned as solo artists, and Simon Cowell basically shoved them together in a group. And then they later became Fifth Harmony. But during Fifth Harmony, especially, well, Normani was pushed to the back all the time because, like, it's Normani. She was pushed to the back because she's just there for the dancing. Basically, Normani was just there let's elevate the dancing. Basically, that's how I felt when I was younger. But Lauren, Dinah, Jane, and Ali were like pushed to the back. Like, ooh, if I could, that's why I have to make a dedicated video. So I'm gonna start with Dinah Jane. She was never shown her like true vocal ability. I feel like she had so much potential, but she was never shown it because she was just dancing at the back. And when she was given a chance, like in the what's that song with the flex, when she was given a chance, she didn't really make the most of it, and it sort of like didn't go the best. So I feel like that's why Simon was probably like, yeah, I'm just gonna make Camila the it girl from now on, because Dinah sort of messed up when performing live. I think I was trying to put in the clip, but there's a time when they were performing live and Dinah Jane, she didn't come in time with the track, so then she was later, and then she started the song later, and then it messed up everything. Yeah, so I think from then on, she'd never like had a chance to do a song. And then I'm just gonna sort of skip the Fifth Harmony bit because that didn't end the greatest. And when Fifth Harmony did end in 2019, and they on a hiatus, which we all know is just another word for just basically we're breaking up. Um, but yeah, they were like, we're on a hiatus, but whatever. Dinah then released, I'm not sure if it was in this order. I don't think it was in this order, but she did release Bottled Up featuring Ty Dolla $ign, which was meh. It was like okay. It was just too. Her music was just too generic for me. It was too like not boppy. That's the wrong word, but it just didn't. It didn't hit anything for me. It wasn't anything revolutionary. It wasn't like her vocals were like, oh my gosh, And then she did heard it all before, and missed the spot. So yeah, I feel like Dinah Jane, she didn't really capitalize off of the fact that she was in Fifth Harmony. I feel like she could have just done something a little more. Maybe she could have showed up her vocals a little more, because what she was doing with Ty Dolla $ign, it wasn't giving. It wasn't giving what it's supposed to give. But like, it was not giving. Next caller. Right, I'm gonna move on to Ali because she got like a lot of crap in Fifth Harmony. Because she couldn't keep up with the dancing and like the dance routines, and a lot of people used to clown her on Twitter. I was like, to be fair, I can't dance like that. I can't dance like Fifth Harmony would dance. I'm not doing the work, all that shaking your hips. I'm not doing that. So to be fair, like I feel like all the people that would bully her online, can you even dance? They're probably like sitting on their sofa at home, like eating a bunch of crap whilst they're watching her dance on tour and do like all this cardio and stuff. And dancing whilst you're singing is really hard because you're basically doing cardio while singing, and it basically and you can't sound out of breath because then you'll get clowned onto it. So like, I feel like yeah, the people that are saying that, shut up. But Ali did, yeah, she couldn't keep up, and I think there was some times when they were on tour that she would literally forget the choreography, and she was sort of just like she would like freeze for like 2 seconds, and then she'd look at everyone else what they're doing, and then she'd carry on, which didn't look the greatest. But at the same time, I commend her, because if I had forgot something and then I realized there's thousands of people standing in front of me, then I would probably just like I don't know what I do. I just feel like I've forgotten what I'm supposed to be doing. But she released Lips Don't Lie. Oh my gosh, this song is a bop. Oh my gosh. Lips Don't Lie featuring Boogie with the hoodie. I say hoodie. Oh my gosh, this song's a bop. Like, come on, record labels, what are you doing? Capitalize off of the people you have signed. Ugh. And then she released Low Key featuring Tiger, which I didn't enjoy as much. It was just very like meh. I didn't really enjoy that song as much. And then No Good. And those are songs that me they didn't really enjoy. But if there's one song you can listen to after watching this video is Lips Don't Lie. That is a song I can guarantee you. The first 10 seconds you listen to that song, you're gonna add it to your playlist. Guarantee. Bet £5 on it. Bet £5 on it. You will listen. You will like that song. I bet you. I bet you will. You will. You will. But yeah, Ali Brooke was mainly like the hype man in Fifth Harmony, and she never. They all didn't get to show off their talent, but like, especially Ali, she was just. I don't know. I'm not trying to sound mean, but just there for filler sometimes, because she didn't. Sometimes she didn't have any. Sometimes she did have verses, but sometimes her verses were like literally like a line long, and then it would be back to Camila again with her squeaky vocals, like come on, and it's no, just no. And I feel like Lauren, Dina Jane, and Ali, and even Normani, like that's why Fifth Harmony started to fall apart, because if you watch interviews of them all together, all five of them together, the vibes are not it. They were not it. Like, especially at the peak of their career when they did Work From Home. And Work From Home was so successful. I think if you don't know that song, you are living under a rock. That song, I think it went 4 to 5 times platinum alone, selling like 5 million copies. Like, that song was successful. They were Fifth Harmony couldn't do it. So yeah, they were competing with Little Mix. They were at the peak of their career. If you watch any interviews, they are shady as hell. All three of them, or all four of them, Normani as well, but mainly Lauren, Dina Jane, and Ali Brooke, they are like throwing like passive aggressive words at her. They are like looking at her weirdly. It is not good. The vibes are off. They clearly had resentment towards Camila and just their record label. I think it was Psycho Records or something it's called, Simon Cowell's record label. They just had a lot of resentment, and clearly they just didn't like each other. And obviously, in the world, you're gonna have to work with people you don't like. But damn, jeez, like sheesh. And there's even a clip of Lauren saying like the record label literally works them like slaves, and she's crying on the audio, and it got leaked. So I'm gonna put that in.
Decisions on a regular basis to fuck us over, to make us literal slaves, like literally slaves. I mean, we're doing something labor every day, and we see nothing.
So yeah, they were constantly overworked, and even I could tell that being really young, because they released, I think, about two or so albums, 2 albums plus singles in the span of like under 3 years. So like within like 2 years, they'd done like multiple albums, multiple singles, touring within like 2 years, which is
just came out literally 2.5 years ago.
Whoa.
I know that's
What?
but that's 3 albums in less than 3 years. What keeps you guys going? That's a schedule that you guys are keeping.
A contract?
so overworked, because normally when people release albums, it takes them like, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 years to write it, and then you have to think about promotion, all of that jazz, and that can take a good couple of years. But for Fifth Harmony, because they didn't write their songs, they were constantly just given songs, and they had to sing it, record it, boom, release it, perform it, tour it. And obviously they were in a 360 deal, so they probably didn't get as much money as they thought they would. Because if you think about it, in a 360 deal, you do not get a lot. You basically get very little. So a normal record deal is like 70% goes to the label, 30% goes to the artist. But with a 360 deal, the record label gets a cut. Your management will get a cut, the tour manager, the dancers will get a cut of the money that's made on tour, the band, if you have a band, that will get a cut of what's on the tour, the venue that you're working at, that will get a cut. So like, what you're left with is very, very little. That's why B-Tech Beyonce, or my Beyonce, Chloe Bailey, that's why everyone keeps telling, even Ashley from T Ash Miracle, I love her channel, it's so good. But I was watching her video earlier, and she said that Chloe should just go to acting, which I completely agree with, because Chloe is selling her tickets for $20. And if you think about it, yeah, if you do $20 times by however many people are there, which is not that much because Chloe Bailey isn't Beyonce, she hasn't made it there yet. But then if you think about that, Parkwood Entertainment has to get a bit of that money, her dancers get money, the venue gets money, like all of these places, and then Walmart Yonsei is left with basically nothing. So she may as well just go to acting and pursue acting, because acting, you can get millions just off of doing like a movie or doing a series or whatever. But that's a bit off topic. But I'm gonna move on to Lauren, because I feel like Lauren did the best music out of all three of them. I have to say, Lauren did the best music. I don't care what anyone says. She had the most potential, and I feel like I said that of all of them, they all had the most potential. But Lauren was like, and I said again, they all overlooked, because that's the whole point of the video. But Lauren was overlooked. Like, she didn't sing anything. She did not sing anything. Anything. If we look at the most popular songs on Fifth Harmony, if we look at I don't know, Worth It, she did not have any lines in Worth It. She did not have any lines in Worth It. She would just sing background vocals, and she would just sing the chorus. And the chorus is, "Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it." So she'd just sing that for 3 minutes. Next song we have Flex in My Head, whatever it's called. She literally had one line. One line. One, I'm not joking. Listen to the song right now. She had one line. Next song I'm gonna go to, next popular song, I don't know, Work From Home. She had a line, but it was the chorus. So all she'd sing was work, 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 work. And at that, she wouldn't even sing it live because there were pre-recorded vocals. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like no one knew she could sing. No one knew this girl could sing, apart from like, if you were like a proper fan. Until she left Fifth Harmony, no one knew this girl could sing, because she'd either sing nothing, or when she'd sing, there were pre-recorded vocals that like she would lip sync, and you could tell she was lip syncing, because sometimes there were a couple performances where the pre-recorded vocals just didn't work, and who, like, the technician guy or girl didn't do it properly, so then she'd have to sing it live, and you could tell that it wasn't, you know, as good as it could have. So oh, it's so frustrating, because when she left Fifth Harmony, I felt like that was when she just showed everyone what she could be, because she was like, I can actually sing, and I'm not singing pre-recorded boppy generic pop songs. And I'm not saying that Work From Home is a bad song, because it literally was a part of my childhood, so I can't say that. Every time I hear that song, it's so nostalgic. But compared to the music that Lauren started to do out of Fifth Harmony, and even now, is very different. It is like R&B, like R&B, maybe, okay, soul is probably pushing, but R&B, pop-ish, sort of like Latin music, which I think goes so well with her voice, because her voice is raspy and it's like low, but like she can hit like really good notes as well, like belting notes. So it really good. It just chef's kiss, chef's kiss, chef's kiss. And a couple songs you need to listen to again before you leave this video is Lento. Lento is so good, and I think it's produced by I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Tainty? Yeah, I think it's Tainty, yeah. But that song is so good. She's singing in English, but then in like Latin as well, like Latin, Spanish. I don't know why I said Latin. Spanish, and More Than That is so good. Oh my gosh, and the music video is so good as well. And then she has Expectations, which was chef's kiss. It gave me Amy Winehouse, R&B, soul, just raspiness that I feel like the industry needs, because the industry, I feel like now, like if you don't do whistle notes every 5 seconds, or if you don't do crazy like Ariana Grande notes, no shade to Ariana, because Ariana, you know, love her, chef's kiss, everything she does. But you know, if you're not hitting like, you know, whistle Ariana Grande notes, then you can't sing. But I feel like the industry needs more people that sing raspy and lower and like in a normal range, to just have a bit of contrast, because not every day is about whistle notes. Not every day is about like hitting like 4 F sharp minor E flat. Like, chill out. And then she had another song, 50 Feet, which is chef's kiss. So those are the songs you need to listen to: Lento, More Than That, Expectations, 50 Feet, and Lips Don't Lie by Ali. That's a mouthful. Those are the songs you need to listen to. But Lauren ended up going independent because I don't think her record label was really doing it for her. And she even released a couple projects outside of that, which I haven't really listened to, so I'm not gonna give my 2 cents on it if I haven't listened to it. But yeah, that was, yeah. She is independent right now, and she's sort of just chilling, living her best life, which I can get because she was literally overworked like a literal like dog for a good 5 to 6 years, releasing like 3 albums under 2 years. So like, yeah, she was worked like a dog. So I have to say she deserves a bit of a break. They all deserve a break, but well, actually, no. Normani doesn't deserve a break. Normani's been having a break for like 5 years. This girl has been like, she's not even releasing music. But um yeah, they're so overlooked because they're all three of them are so talented, especially vocal wise. And they didn't even get to show their vocals off until Camila left, which was unfortunate because by the time that happened, the group started to fall apart because like the songs that were given just weren't hitting. They weren't as boppy, they weren't as catchy as they were doing before. So yeah, they had so much potential. They had so much potential to be really good individual artists. But Dina Jane, I'm just gonna go by each artist to quicken this video. Dina Jane made too many generic boppy songs that just didn't hit the spot. And some of them are just like meh. I didn't really get the point of them. Even the music videos were just too generic and too boring for me. Ali Brooke had potential, but like she didn't like she had Lips Don't Lie, which was a bop, but then she released Low Key featuring Tiger, which was just a bit too generic for me as well, and like meh. And Ali can sing, like she can actually sing. Like if you heard her in the AMAs and VMAs, she can sing. So I don't know what's going on. And I think she needs to take a Lauren move and sort of do more R&B, slower paced songs. I feel like Ali would really thrive in that. And Lauren is just chilling. She's just taking her time off. She's still releasing music, just independently. And obviously, when you're independent, it's harder to get your music out there because you don't have the resources. Yes, you don't have the resources. You don't have the connections and distribution that a multi-million, billion-dollar record label has when you're independent. And plus, record labels, they can sort out all of the bots to get you to number one. They can sort out all the payola, which a lot of people are using. You know, don't hate the player, hate the game. Um, which is like unfair, but at the same time, you know, everyone does it. All the top artists, I feel like use a lot of top artists use payola or at some point use bots, and that's been shown with allegedly Atlantic Records. They did that for Cardi B in 2019 or so when her album came out, and after her album because it was found on the charts after like 3 years of its release, and no one's been listening. Who's been listening to Invasion of Privacy in 2023 exactly. So yeah, payola and all of that. That's what record labels do. Promotion, getting your music out there, which is quite difficult as an independent artist, but you know, a lot of people are happy as independent artists because they can release when they want, they can do what they want, they can write about what they want, and they can just basically, they're free, they're liberated to do the music that they want to do all along. Okay guys, I've been blabbering for a good half an hour, so I am going to end this video here. Hope you like this video of me ranting for a good half an hour. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and that's Shalompopculture. Ow!
For me, there were a lot of women that inspired me musically, but I think specifically the artist that inspired me to songwrite was Taylor Swift. I listened to so many of her lyrics and they connected with me so much, and I just love the idea of, writing music to be a soundtrack for your life, for you to listen to when you're older about certain experiences. So she inspired me to song.